information set. Hello, everybody out there. Let me introduce myself. My name is Michael Vincent. I am the naturalist for the city of Portland, and it is my great honor to be in charge of running the Portland Youth Corps, an amazing, fantastic opportunity for high school students to volunteer in the summer times in Portland, Maine, to beautify their parks, to work in the parks outdoors, to make their parks a better place. It's a program that we at Portland are very, very proud of. And as someone that's worked with youth and high school students for well over 15 years, I can say this is honestly probably the best program I've been a part of in terms of the amazing things that we get to do and fantastic work and ways that we help the city and give back to the community, and also really fun things that our members, our students get to participate in as well. What we're going to do is I have a slideshow prepared. If people show up late, no problem. This is going to be actually posted to our website as well. So if you're visiting our website, you can come check out the recording of this Zoom information session. What we have planned tonight is we're going to do a slideshow with information that should take somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 minutes or so, hopefully no more than that, hopefully less. And then after our slideshow presentation with the basic information about the Portland Youth Corps, we are going to then open things up for a question and answer session. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and we can take this away. Okay. All right, let's start our slideshow here. Okay, so once again, welcome to the summer 2022 information session for the Portland Youth Corps. My name is Michael Vincent. I'm the naturalist for the city of Portland, and I am so glad to be here tonight. Thank you all so much for attending. We're just going to go right through the slideshow, hopefully about 15 minutes, and then open it up for questions. So first of all, I want to thank you for your interest in the Portland Youth Corps. This information session is for students, teachers, administrators, parents, anyone who is interested in learning more about the Youth Corps can be here tonight and learn. Presentation will be about 15 minutes. After the presentation, Q&A session. And I would ask that our attendees, please wait until after the presentation is over to ask questions. I understand some people might be shy and they certainly don't have to turn their camera on if they would like to ask questions. You can also add questions to the chat feature as well. You can chat and ask a question that way, and we'll make sure that we get around to answering all of those as well. But once again, please wait till after the presentation to ask any questions, and then we'll address all your questions. And then throughout this slideshow, I have a QR code that will lead you directly to our website down in the lower right-hand corner. So if you are on a laptop or a computer, you can use your phone and point it right at the screen, and that'll take you directly to our Portland Youth Corps website. So for those of you out there with the too long didn't read crowd, our first slide here is our program in a nutshell. For the students that participate in this amazing opportunity, what's in it for them? Well, they get to make friends. We had last year was the very first summer that we started with the Youth Corps. We had so many friendships that formed over the course of doing this. Students from all across Portland get to participate. So you get to meet people outside your high school, outside your friend group, and you're meeting people that like to be outdoors, that care about nature, that care about giving back to their community. So it's a fantastic opportunity to make new friends. In addition, if you participate, you will be earning a $500 stipend. Once again, this is a volunteer opportunity, so you do not need work papers. You do not need W-2. If you're under the age of 16, that's not a problem. This is a volunteer opportunity, so everyone will receive the stipends regardless of that. You get to make memories. We do lots of fun stuff throughout the year. It's not just hard work, although we do our fair share of hard work, but we also have a retreat at the ecology school. We have camping trips, we have kayaking, we have sailing. So there's going to be a lot of really fun guided outdoor summer activities for our participants. And then the most important thing, the reason that we exist is to make a difference. The Portland Youth Corps is here to give back to our community, to do trail work, to do outdoor work, to take care of the natural world and give back and feel good about ourselves at the end of the day. So make friends, make money, make memories, make a difference. That's what we're all about. So what is the Portland Youth Corps? What is it exactly? The Portland Youth Corps is a 4-week community service project for Portland teens ages 14 to 17. We promote professional growth through environmental stewardship and hands-on conservation work within Portland's parks and green spaces. So that's kind of like a mouthful. That's a little fancy way to talk about what we do. So let me break it down in terms of what do we actually do. Before I go on, I will say our program is a partnership between Portland Parks Recreation Facilities, our Portland Parks Conservancy, and the Maine Audubon. So it's these three organizations that are making this program happen with help from many donors and many different people throughout the city who have been generous enough to contribute and help us out along the way. But these are our three main sponsors. So let's talk about what does the Youth Corps actually do? What is it really about? What's the program? If you join the program, what are you going to be doing? What's it actually going to look like on a daily basis? Um, so the main point of the Portland Youth Corps is to get Portland teens ages 14 to 17 outdoors working outside in the summertime. And a big part of that is doing trail building and maintenance within Portland parks. So if you've been to Evergreen Cemetery anytime since last summer, you'll have seen the work that we did over there. Over at Harborview Park, we did lots of invasive removal and things like that. So all throughout Portland parks and green spaces, we're going to be working outdoors, helping to build trails, helping to maintain trails, helping to build bridges, literally building bridges and figuratively building bridges to the community, doing lots of fun outdoor work. This might include removing invasive species. You know, Portland, of course, has its fair share of invasive plants and other things that can be a detriment to our local environment. So we get out there, we take those invasive plants away, we give our native plants a chance to grow. And as part of that, we actually can plant native trees and native plants as well. The pictures you're seeing here is one of our students from last year actually helping to plant American chestnut. If you're familiar with the American chestnut, this is a tree that there's something called chestnut blight that more or less wiped out almost the entirety of the American chestnut species. It used to be one of the most common forest trees in our country, providing lots of food and things for other animals. Now, because of the chestnut blight, is nearly wiped out, but we have amazing scientists here in Maine that are working to regrow chestnuts and make them blight resistant. So what we're seeing here, we got to work with them last year. We're planting trees. The other picture is helping out on playgrounds, taking out weeds and other things from playgrounds to make them safe for children to use. So there's going to be a lot of working with plants and things like that throughout the summer. Just outdoor community service work in general. So the pictures here are doing some trail work, building an actual bridge over in Evergreen, I'm sorry, not Evergreen Woods, over in Baxter Woods last year, so that it's more accessible for everybody to use those trails. And then the other picture you're seeing here is work that we actually did out on Jewel Island. We took boats with the main island trails out there, helped them to fill in a big, huge, gigantic pit that was a hazard for people falling in or injuring themselves. We filled that in with dirt. So basically, if you can think of an outdoor activity, an outdoor community service work that you can do outside in the parks to make our parks better, make the outdoors a better place to be for people to use, for the native animals and the native ecosystem, we're going to be doing that. So projects throughout Portland, doing all sorts of fun trail work and great stuff outdoors. In addition to all the hard work that we're going to be doing, there's lots of really fun activities that you get to do as a member of the Portland Youth Corps as well. We're really excited to be working with the ecology school in Saco again. Last year was the first year for the Portland Youth Corps, and we were the very first group that got to go to their amazing, incredible facility down in Saco. We have a 4-day, 3-night retreat for each of our sessions, where our students get to go experience the ecology school, learn all about ecology. It's a bonding session. We actually leave our cell phones behind, so we do not have cell phones and technology while we're there. Don't worry, for emergencies, we got you covered. It's not like there's no cell signal, but we're there to connect with each other and connect with nature and enjoy the place. So everyone that went last time was a little worried about it. And then once they got there, they actually admitted that being without their cell phone was one of the best things that happened to them that summer. So we have a really great time, lots of nighttime programs, campfires, astronomy, fun stuff like that. So starting out every session with that retreat at the ecology school is an amazing thing to do. As I said before, everyone who participates in the program is going to earn a $500 stipend for their 4 weeks of work. So the stipend it's not pay, it's a stipend for volunteer work. So do you need to have a work permit? Do you need to be 16? No, you do not. This is a reward, a stipend for your hard work and helping out the community. So we'll talk a little bit more about how you earn the stipend at the end of this presentation, but just know that you are getting paid for your service during your time as well. Like I talked about before, this is a great opportunity to make friends. Like I said, we have students from all over Portland, from all different high schools coming through, getting to know each other. And last year, I think the greatest thing about being part of this program personally for me is just the relationships that you form. People really, really enjoyed getting to know each other. I think last year, people have made lifelong friends that they will be friends with literally probably for the rest of their life, because when you're working outdoors, when you're going through these experiences, you just naturally bond. You're part of a team, you're part of a crew, you're getting work done, and it's something that you feel a lot of pride in, and you really help each other out along the way. So it's a great opportunity to be social and make friends, especially after these last 2 years of COVID, when we don't get out as much as we would like and get to hang out with each other as much as we like. This is a great opportunity to do that. You will get, as a member, you get to participate in multiple guided outdoor adventures. This year alone, we have kayaking with Ripple Effect, and also Maine Kayak, Portland Kayak. We have sailing with Sail Maine. We have camping with Ripple Effect. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun outdoor activities. Oftentimes, we'll actually combine these outdoor activities with some community service. So, for example, last year we took kayaks out to islands off the coast of Portland and did invasive removal on those islands. We did community service work out on those islands and then kayaked back. So oftentimes we're combining our fun activities with work, and it's a really fun day. You'll gain professional experience and leadership skills. Another great aspect of this program is we're not just here to go out and do work and do these fun activities, but we're actually training our members along the way. We do lots of work with them, training in terms of how to write a resume, how to apply for a job, how to go through a job interview process. And then on top of this, we're connecting our members with professionals in the outdoor fields. So from scientists to ecologists to everybody that's out there, actually landscape architects. One of the nice benefits for our members is they're getting to work and interact with true professionals in the outdoor fields, getting to learn new skills and getting to explore different career opportunities for the future. A lot of people out there think that, I really like being outdoors, I like nature, but I don't know how to make money. I don't know what type of career might be involved in a natural world type setting. So this is a great opportunity to come find out from real professionals in the field who have careers in the outdoor world, who are working hard to make nature and the world a better place, and learning from those people and making those connections. And then finally, maybe the most important thing about the Portland Youth Corps and what you get out of it is giving back to the natural world, helping the natural environment, protecting our natural ecosystems, and giving back to our community. I don't think I'm surprising anyone to say that we live in a time where climate change is a real thing, where environmental issues are a real thing that we want to do something about. So this is a great opportunity to get your hands dirty, literally and figuratively, get out there and actually make a difference, actually do something to help the environment and give back to community. So that's what it's really all about. That's what this program is all about, and the most important thing. So that is, the biggest thing I would sell you on is an awesome opportunity to get out there and do some really good work and make a difference in the world. So the question is, at this point, if you're watching along, are you ready for a summer that you'll never forget? If all of what I just said sounds good to you, if this sounds like a great opportunity that you want to take advantage of, the next part of this presentation will be just to kind of cover some of the details, some of the information that you'll need to know to make your decision to join us. So let's proceed with that. So who can apply to the Portland Youth Corps program? The people that can apply to this program are teens who are residing or attending school in Portland. So we want you to attend school, and it's all right with your homeschool too. You can either live in Portland or you can attend school in Portland and live in a different city, possibly. That's fine. But we're really looking for local Portland teens that live here in the area and go to school in Portland or are homeschooled to be part of the program. Age-wise, you must be ages 14 to 17 by the beginning of our sessions. So we do have 2 summer sessions. Each session is 4 weeks long. One starts on June 20th and one starts on July 15th. So you have to be between the ages of 14 and 17 by the beginning of those sessions. And then, of course, I want to make it known that we welcome all races, all religions, all genders, all abilities, all nationalities, and all people of all different citizenship statuses. Because this is not work, because you do not need a work permit, everybody is welcome, regardless of what your nationality is, regardless of your citizenship status. So one of the things that we're really, really proud of with the Youth Corps is the diversity of our members. You know, we had last year we had students that spoke 6 different languages. Last year we had students whose parents at home did not speak English. Last year we had students from different countries, different corners of the globe. We had everybody. So we're really proud of our diversity, and we want to keep it that way. So we welcome everybody to apply. We like to see everybody come out for this. All right, so that's who can apply. Let's talk about who should apply. Let's see how we doing on time. Oh, we're already, I talk too much. All right, who should apply? Anyone who enjoys the outdoors should apply. You get to be outdoors all summer long, enjoying the outdoors. Anybody who's interested in a career in conservation, nature, or parks, like I said, this is a great opportunity to meet professionals in the field and explore how you can get involved in the future, having a career in doing something in the outdoors. Anyone is ready to work hard. I don't sugarcoat it. We do work hard. We play hard, and we have a lot of fun. But you definitely want to be someone who's ready to get your hands dirty, work outdoors, get a little sweaty, get a little dirty. And you know what? If you haven't done that stuff before, that's okay. This is a great opportunity to give it a try and really go for it. So working outdoors is fun. The more you do it, the more you like it. I encourage everyone to give it a try. And then finally, like I said, to sum it up, anyone who wants to make friends, make money, make memories, and make a difference. That's what it's all about. So what are the dates? Session 1 is going to be June 20th through the July 15th. So each of our sessions is 4 weeks long. And then session 2 is going to be July 18th through August 12th. So we offer 2 different sessions because we know people go on vacation. We know that people take time off. If you're going on vacation, great. You know, maybe session 1 won't work for you, but session 2 will, or vice versa. Or maybe your summer's free and either session would work. And that gives you a little bit of an advantage to be selected to participate in one of these sessions. So 2 different sessions. And each one's going to have the trip to the ecology school. Each one's going to have a camping trip with ripple effect. We keep those sessions pretty equal. How can you apply? We are doing online applications via our website. So starting on Monday, March 7th and going through Sunday, March 27th, that is when our online application process will be open. So you go to our website, you'd click on the link for our application, and then you would fill out the online application right there on our website, or the link to it on it's a Google form actually. So you'd fill that out and submit that. And then that's the best way to apply. Really the only way to apply. What happens after you apply? So we will review all applications. And I really want to make this clear. Please don't worry if English is not your first language, if writing skills are not top notch, if you're still learning, the English language and maybe the grammar's not right, don't worry. We're not judging you guys on how well you write. We're not judging you guys like a SAT essay or anything like that. We're really just trying to get to know you better. We're really just trying to get to understand where you're coming from and why you're interested in this project. So please don't worry about perfect language. Please don't worry about anything like that. We're going to review all applications, and we want a good, diverse crew of members. After we review all the applications, we will then contact our top candidates for online interviews beginning in April. As I mentioned, last year was our very first year, and for 24 spots available, we had 62 students apply. So I wish I could say that everyone that applies will get to participate, but sadly, we're just too many people are going to apply. So we're going to, based on your application, we're going to narrow that down, and then we'll be contacting our top candidates for online interviews after that in April. After we conduct those interviews in April, we will then be offering the positions for session 1 or session 2 in late April. We will also be keeping a waiting list of interested students if others drop out. So last year we did have a couple students that we picked, and then, leading up to the summer, something happened in their life, something came up, they had to drop out of the program. So if you're interested and you're not immediately selected, don't worry, we will keep a waiting list in case there are any dropouts, and we'll be ready to go to that waiting list to make sure we have full crews ready to work in the summertime. If you're interested in what you'll be wearing, we, the Youth Corps, will provide t-shirts. We will provide, this is actually really exciting, we're providing work boots for everybody this year. So everybody has appropriate footwear. You don't need to get your own shoes dirty and messed up. We were providing all protective equipment, helmets, gloves, eye protection, and we're providing some nice water bottles as well to keep you guys hydrated. As you can see here in the picture, we have one of our members wearing a Portland Youth Corps hoodie. We're either going to bring the hoodies back this year, or we might actually go with a rain jacket. We'll see. But either way, we're going to make sure that you guys are comfortable and safe out there working in the natural environments. We will ask everyone to bring their own long pants or long skirt, whatever it is, for protection. Working outdoors, on make sure that we don't get scratched up and torn up on our legs. So that's about that. How will you get to site? We have a 15-passenger van that we use to bring people around to different sites, different work sites in Portland. And we do offer 2 pickup and drop off locations in the city every day. So last year it happened to be East End and Casco Bay High School paths. Probably keep those same 2, but really it's going to depend on where our members come from and what's most convenient. But we will pick 2 morning pickup and drop off locations that are going to be easy and convenient for everybody. What are the hours of the program? So as I said before, each session is 4 weeks long. We work Mondays through Fridays. There's really no weekends involved. You have your weekends free. Our work day is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. So this is actually nice. This is a 1-hour reduction compared to last year. Last year, we actually worked 1 hour longer than that. So that's actually even nicer. You get a little bit of a less of a work day and still the same stipend. So it's a pretty good deal. The only exceptions to the 9 to 4 are when we go to the ecology school and our camping trips. Obviously, we'll be doing overnights there, so that will change the hours, but most work days will be a 9 to 4. I kind of addressed this already. Do I need a work permit? No, you do not. This is a volunteer opportunity, so you do not need a work permit. You do not need a W-2. You do not need tax documents, and you do not need proof of citizenship. We welcome everybody. The qualifications are ages 14 to 17 and living or going to school in Portland. So there's a little more info about the stipend that you earn. So basically you'll be given the $500 stipend at the end of your 4 weeks of service. If you have more than 3 excused absences or more than 1 unexcused absence, you will forfeit a part of your stipend. So basically, you know, these positions as part of our members to join the Youth Corps are pretty coveted. We do expect that you guys will be showing up every day. Obviously, everyone gets sick from time to time. Emergencies happen in people's lives from time to time, no problem. We would ask if you're sick, if there's an emergency, whatever it is, that you make sure you contact me or our other leaders from Main Audubon ahead of time or as soon as you can. And that would count as an excused absence. Since you called us and let us know, we can excuse you for the day. If you're just not showing up, not calling, that's a little tougher. So more than 1 of those unexcused absences, and you're going to start to forfeit part of your stipend. It's probably be something to the tune of maybe $25 for every day that you miss after that. But we'll talk about that a little later with the members that join us. The one exception to this, obviously, is COVID. You know, we hope and pray that none of our members do get COVID. Last year, luckily, nobody did. It was fantastic. But of course, if you contract COVID, that's an exception to this rule, and we will work with you at that point. Don't worry. All right, I went a little over time. I know I talk a lot, sorry. But thank you guys for attending this presentation, and let's get started with the Q&A session. So I will go back to hey, Samara, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, remind me how to stop. Oh, never mind.
Up at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, there we are. It's been a minute since I used Zoom.
No, you're doing great. It's great.
All right. All right. So thank everyone. Thank you all for sitting through the presentation. Once again, we will post this on our website for anybody that missed it. They can get all the information there. I see there we have a few attendees here today, and I'd like to open this up for any questions and answers. Once again, you don't have to turn on video or anything like that. You can certainly put something down in the chat box right there. So yeah, I will go ahead and see if anybody has any questions that I would be happy to answer or any comments. Everyone is waiting for someone else to go first. That's okay. Describe, okay, so Ed asked me to describe our staff in ratios. Oh, one thing I forgot to include in my presentation actually is something that's exciting is each of our sessions, we're going to be welcoming back hopefully 2 returnees that were actually our students that participated in last summer's program. We're going to be welcoming back 2 returnees per session to be student leaders. So what we will have 2 adult leaders. There'll be myself, and there will be somebody from the main Audubon. And then we will have our 2 student leaders, and then those 2 student leaders will be part of a group of students that is this 13. So basically 2 adults, 13 students would be a day that everyone shows up and no one calls out sick. All right, what would be the plan if there's bad weather? Yes, we did experience, some rainstorms and things like that last summer. Part of working outdoors might be working in some rain, might be working in some wind. Obviously, we put safety first. If there's lightning, if there's thunder, if things like that, we do have our 15 passenger van, and we have a way that we can get our students to someplace safe. We have classrooms at 212 Canco Road, which is the Parks and Recreation main site that we have classrooms that we can go to. And then there's other, we're actually looking into possibly having indoor spaces at one of the schools that we can actually use in the event of bad weather. And usually when that happens, we have other things, backup plans for our students. Last year we did actually, we had one of our people from our Parks and Rec department come and teach the students how to give a great job interview, how to submit a great resume. For me, a little background about myself: I used to be a park ranger in New York City for 7 years before I was a naturalist here in Portland. So one of my areas of expertise is actually outdoor survival. So we actually went in and did some outdoor survival skills with the kids indoors, but we always have indoor activities as a backup in case there's really bad weather on any given day. And then we will switch and go and do those indoor things. But I will say, yep, if it's light rain, if it's something like that, we're going to keep working. No worries. That's part of working outdoors. All right, next question. Does it make a difference if you apply on 3/7 versus 3/27? No. Okay, so let me be clear about this. We have an open enrollment, open application period. So you can apply anytime at all between March 7th and March 27th. So you can apply March 7th, March 8th, March 9th, so on. So it's not like we have just 2 days where you can apply. We actually have almost a 3-week window where you can apply during that time. On March 27th, I believe at midnight, we will close our applications. And the reason we do this, the reason we don't just keep it open, have a rolling application is, like I said, we do expect to get a lot of applicants. So we only have those 26 spots that we can fill. So we want to keep our application window to a certain amount. That way, at the end, we don't have 200 applicants that are trying to get 26 spots. So we're going to keep it open for that 3-week period, or about 3-week period, from March 7th to March 27th. Good question. All right, next question in the comments. If you are returning to the program, hi Nema, how you doing? If you are returning to the program, do you have to be just a crew leader, or can you be a regular crew member? Great question, Emma. Part of our goal in the Portland Youth Corps is having as many different students in Portland get to experience this great opportunity. As someone that joined us last year, I think you'll agree that it is a fantastic opportunity and an amazing time. So to answer your question, if you were a participant last year, if you were one of our students last year, if you'd like to come back and join us this year, you would be applying for one of those crew leader positions. As I said, we have 2 crew leaders per session, and that would be a total of 4 different students. So 4 of our students who worked last year with us can come back as crew leaders. But yes, to be a crew leader, that's basically the only way that you can come back. You cannot come back as a regular crew member. Good question. Thanks, Nema. Are you required to have a COVID-19 vaccination to join? That's actually, I'm a little mad at myself for not asking about that myself before I did this info session. That is a great question, and I do not have the answer right now for you. I promise what I will do is I will look into that. I'll look into whether or not you're required to have a vaccination, and then we will post that information on our website. So I apologize for not having the answer right away for you, but I will get on that this week, and then definitely by the end of this week, that information will be posted on our website. Good question. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. All right, next question. Okay, should we be prepared for the interview? Yes and no. Sorry for the wavering answer. Let me explain. So we understand that we are interviewing students that are ages 14 to 17. We understand that this might be the first time you've ever interviewed for anything in your life. It might be that you've never had a paying job before, or this might be the first volunteer opportunity that you have to interview for. So what I will say to that is, yes, we would like you guys to be professional. Part of being part of the Portland Youth Corps is that we help you guys to learn those skills. We help you guys to learn leadership skills. We help you guys to learn interview skills. We help you guys to learn resume skills. We help you guys to learn all those professional skills. So we would ask that, yeah, please, when you come to the interview, which will be online, all our interviews will be online, kind of a Zoom session or Google Meet type thing like this. Please, don't wear like a ripped t-shirt that don't wear a t-shirt that has anything appropriate on it, stuff like that. Please come, treat it like you were applying for a job. We're not expecting perfection. We're not expecting everyone to give the best interview of their life, because for a lot of people this might be their first interview, and we understand that, and we have a lot of flexibility. However, yeah, try to be as professional as you can. Try to show up looking somewhat professional and being prepared, and smile on your face and a positive attitude. Great question. Thank you. All right. I don't see any more questions in the chat right now, but let's leave it open for another couple minutes for anybody else that would like to ask another question. And if anybody likes to ask a question via video or just audio, you can leave your video off and put your audio on. That's possible as well. So let's leave it open for just a couple more minutes and see if anybody else has any questions. Okay. I'm not seeing any more questions in the chat. Samara, are you seeing any hands raised or anything like that on your end?
No, I don't see any hands raised.
Okay.
Great questions.
Great. Well, those are all really, truly excellent questions. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you for the attendees for showing up tonight. I hope that I gave you guys a really good view into what we're going to be doing this summer, what being part of the Portland Youth Corps looks like. Like I said, I've been working with youth and high school students for a very long time. I've been working with youth for about 20 years. I've been working with high school students for at least 15 of those years. And I can honestly say this is the most impressive program I've been part of. We have excellent funding. We have excellent work that we do. We have excellent activities. So this is one not to be missed. So, spread the word, follow us on Instagram, tell your friends, get your friends involved, tell them about it. That application process, as you can see right behind me up here we go. Online application is on our website. It opens March 7th, and it will be open all the way till March 27th. Please get your application in. Like I said, doesn't have to be SAT quality essay or anything like that. We're just trying to get to know you, just trying to understand where you're coming from. And we are looking for all types to join our crew. We're looking for people that want to be outdoors, that want to work hard, that want to make friends, make some money, and have a great time this summer and give back to their community. So that's what we're looking for. All are welcome to apply that are 14 to 17 and going to school or living in Portland. and it's a truly fantastic program. So hopefully I'll see some of your applications in, and if we don't have any further questions from the chat or from raising of hands, I think we are good to go.
I don't see any hands up.
All right, Luke says thank you. Thank you, Luke. So thanks everyone for attending, and fantastic. All right, thanks for your time. We'll see you there, and visit our website if you have any further questions. From there, you can find our email address for the Portland Youth Corps. If you have any questions, it's pyc@portlandmaine.gov. I will be the one that answers that. My name is Michael Vincent. So if you have any further questions, please go ahead and send me an email, get in touch, and I will be happy to return those questions and get that information. All right, thanks so much, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for attending, and I really appreciate you. All right, take care, guys.
Thank you, Mike. Have a good night.
Thanks, Tamara. Have a great night. Take care.